Hello, everyone, and this is the Foxy and Rocky's podcast. I'm Foxy.
I'm Rocky.
And we're getting ready to do this.
And we're live.
We're live.
And our special guest today is not only a local rapper, this is an understatement. When I introduce this young woman, I introduce the epitome of what a woman's struggle to her destiny is. You understand me? She has did everything, surpassed every obstacle in her life to get to where she is today.
Yes.
You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
And we're interviewing this young woman that is an entrepreneur seeking rapping and producing because she is going to be doing a track with Boosie.
Boosie
Yes. Boosie, okay?
Yes.
And we want to welcome her with open arms to our platform. Today is G.I. Jane. Let's have it!
G.I. Jane!
What's up?
G.I. Jane.
G.I.
G.I. Jane in the building.
What's up?
What's up? What's good? G.I. Jane.
Hey!
What's going on?
Hey, just a little shot. It's a track.
That's how I know niggas dope with money. You feel me?
You feel me?
That's
You
how
feel
I
me?
know. Hey,
Hey, hey.
all I talk is dope and money.
Hey, hey.
I know it's thugs and junkies.
Hey, hey.
Shit you talk is spoken word. We said bullshit is for the birds.
Hey, all right, G.I. Jane.
Dope and money.
What's up, y'all?
What's up? What's up?
G.I.
Chillin', chillin', what's
G.I.
good?
Jane, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day this evening to sit with us, Foxy and Rocky, to talk about your upcoming album
Okay.
and how this all came to about.
Yes.
You understand me?
Right.
I am inspired, actually.
And I
You
am
know,
too. And she's my
because-
sister.
Yeah, and I was your boss, but that don't mean anything. And all the effects, I really am, and I'm thankful, and I'm honored, and I'm really, and this is really what empowerment for women is about.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Regardless of what you go through in life, and the person that you are really meeting with. And his auntie told him when he went to jail, it was a minor setback to a major comeback.
Hello.
You understand me?
Hello.
And you are the epitome for women to tell women don't give up on themselves.
Right.
And how did this come about with rapping, your inspiration to want to be a part of rap?
Well, it all started at an early age, from back in high school, being in dance shows, Roosevelt High School in Gary, Indiana.
Shout out to
And,
Roosevelt Panthers.
I started off DJing, DJing parties, having, house parties and stuff. And I always wanted to rap,
Right.
So, I just started doing it.
Rapping.
going,
And when
right?
did
Just
you
kept
know?
going.
When did you know that you were the one? When did you know you were good at this? When did you realize?
I realized I was good at it when people started telling me, like, man, you cold, you hard.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
When I was her biggest fan.
Hey, you need to really take this serious. And, before I went to prison, I wasn't taking it serious, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But after I got out of prison, I decided, to take it serious,
Right.
as far as, really doing it, getting my own studios and stuff like that, so.
And this is the thing. And you talk about prison and your life with prison and everything like that. And I want people to know that just because you've been to prison, you have a college education.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have
Yes.
Of course,
yes,
yeah. I got a
absolutely.
degree
Yes,
in computer and electrical engineering, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But, hey, the streets just got me at that time, you know what I mean?
Right.
Started selling dope, you know what I mean? And, hey, but I'm a changed person now, though.
And do you, when in your lyrics and your talk, and you say, when I hear your lyrics and you say you talk about dope and money, just because you like rap and you talk about that.
Right. I
That
talk
does
about
not mean, That
Right.
does not mean you're a bad person.
right. I talk about things that I know.
That
You know, things that
Yes.
I done been through personally. You see
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
I don't rap nobody else's story. I just talk about my story, my life.
That's right.
You know,
That's
so
right.
yeah.
And during your time in prison, and I just want to talk about this a little bit. And the reason why I want to talk about this because that does not define who you are.
Oh,
That's
right.
just what you've been through.
Right.
You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I want to talk about that is because I want women to know in their story, just because they've been through something in life, that does not define and make them stop what they want to be. Their
Right.
dreams.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
Talk about a little bit about that. Share a
You
little
know,
bit.
just because you go to prison, just because you do certain things in your life, that I mean, anybody can change. You know what I mean? It's up to you. You know, you just can't let, you know, because you get out and, you know, it's hard to get jobs and all that and people steady shutting doors in your face and telling you no. That's when you got to get out and do it your own and become a boss. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Not only do I have a degree in that, I also have my CDL. I'm starting my own, you know, dump truck company. So, you know, it's a lot of things I'm doing. I got other artists under my label, you know, No Trace Records and Young and Chasing Millions. And that's really what we out here doing, chasing these millions.
Yeah.
That's right.
So don't
That's
let, just
right.
because they tell you no, don't mean it's over with. Believe me.
That's right.
I'm living proof to that.
And
Exactly.
you definitely are. You definitely are. So tell us a little bit about your Gary life. Tell me-
Gary, G.I.
Because you know I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. The other little
G.I.
Gary niggas, you know they got that little woo woo woo, that little white wine,
Yeah,
that
we
little
do.
twang, and they talk.
We
You know what I'm
do.
saying?
Man, growing
But,
up in
I dated little Gary, little fella, you know. And he treated me real nice.
yeah, but Gary life ain't nothing nice. I'm gonna just say that.
That's
you know,
right.
Gary life
it
ain't
was
nothing nice.
And
hey,
it's
it
choices
was
that
hard.
we made.
Right,
You know,
it
it
was
ain't how we
choices
was
that we-
raised, but
right.
it's
It's-
what we chose to do.
That's
Yep,
right.
that's true.
That's right.
You know, on my mother's side, you know, we was raised differently. On my father's side, we was raised differently. So
Yep.
we were able to see both sides.
Both
you see what I'm
sides,
saying?
that's
So I
right.
think that's where I get my how I am. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I come from both sides. You see what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
yeah.
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 Because my mother's family, and I can relate to that because my mother's family was real conservative, and you know, and my father's side was, you know, that rough side,
Right.
and you know, we had to adapt to that when we went over there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you had to learn real quick.
Oh hell yeah.
You know how
right.
to fend for yourself over
Right.
there. You know, 'cause
Exactly.
they was on that rough.
Right.
You
Exactly.
understand me?
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
You know. So tell us a little, G.I. Jane, about how when you got out of prison and how you started rapping and you went through that. Tell us how this came about with Boosie. My man.
This came about with Boosie.
That's my man too.
I was
That's
just
my man too, Boosie Badass.
I was just trying to basically just figure out, you know what I mean? I always wanted to do a song with somebody, you know, in the industry that's already out there.
Yeah.
And then when I sit back and I think of everybody in the industry and their stories and all that,
Right.
Boosie was real. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Real.
yes,
Like
yes.
he a real
He
nigga.
real.
You see what I'm saying?
He's real.
Him, it was between him and Yo Gotti.
Right.
You know what I mean? Them
Okay.
are my two favorites. So,
Yeah.
you know, I know both of them is real. So I
Right.
decided, you know, to go ahead and go with Boosie.
Uh-huh.
And that's what and also that's the name of my project. It's called G.I. Jane, the Female Boosie.
Female Boosie.
Yeah,
And
so-
she's bad too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
My
that's
sister
why
got that
I
flow.
decided
too.
to,
Look,
you
She
know,
got them bars.
yeah.
Bread.
And I'm gonna tell you a little story about Boosie. I really didn't listen to Boosie Badass, you know, because we on a perception of and the persona of people when we hear him. Oh, he ain't, you know,
Right.
ooh,
He rough,
you know
he
what I mean?
this, he
He
that.
talk about women so bad, like
Right.
you know. But then when my granddaughter got diagnosed with cancer,
Mhm.
and the Make-A-Wish Foundation came to her and asked her, who do you want to see? Who do you want to meet? Who would you like to meet? What is your wish? And we can make it happen.
And she
Because
said
it's
Boosie?
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Right.
Okay. She said Raleigh Hospital suffering from leukemia. You know, and she said Little Boosie. And I'm like, Little Boosie? Who's Little Boosie?
Right.
So I had to do research on Lil Boosie,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I had to find out about him and his legacy and what he been through in life, the diabetes,
Yeah.
the cancer,
Yeah.
and how he talked about how he went to the doctor and they told him he had cancer.
Yes.
And he had to go get that bag for them to treat him.
Yes.
He went home and emptied that safe.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
understand me?
Yeah.
Unless they was not
Say
going to
it,
treat
Rock.
him, they was
Say
going to
it.
let him die.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
This people's not paying attention to what's really going on out here. This
Right.
is deeper than what he's saying.
Right.
You just have to pay attention. Okay. So for a little girl that's not even 10 to recognize that,
Yep.
I had to know what's going on.
Right.
I had to
Right.
find
That's
out
real.
about Little Boosie.
Right.
You
That's real.
understand me?
Yeah.
And when I read about his story and his legacy and how he is, I said, I messed with Lil Boosie. I
Okay.
don't care what he
He
talking
real
about.
ain't he?
Like,
Right.
it's like
Right.
it's crazy that
He
I didn't
real.
listen to rap like that.
Right.
I didn't either.
And that cancer song from Lil Boosie,
That cancer
Yeah.
song.
it just took me on
and,
Yeah.
somewhere
and, and that
Right.
song
Yeah.
inspired her.
Yes.
Laying in that bed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
song inspired her laying in that bed and it motivated